Welcome back. Every 14th of June, we celebrate Flag Day. It commemorates the adoption of the Stars and Stripes as the official flag of these United States. There have been 27 official versions of the flag so far. Stars were added as states entered the Union. The current version dates back to 1960, when Hawaii became the 50th state. Many Americans see the flag as a symbol of the country's democracy and independence. And joining us now is Dean Wegner. He's the founder and CEO of Authentically American, a retired Army captain and a helicopter pilot as well. Dean, great to see you.
I'm honored to be a guest, John. Thank you very much.
All right, so one of the things I read about Flag Day that I did not know until today is the original designer of the flag had petitioned Congress for payment for designing the flag, and what he asked for was a cask of the people's wine. Is that true?
John, it sounds like a very interesting fact. I don't know the details, but this is a holiday that's very near and dear to my heart, especially when people understand and know the equity behind our brand.
Yeah, well, tell us about what Flag Day means to you and what the Stars and Stripes mean to you.
So here's where, John, if you think back historically, I mean, the flag was that symbol for democracy when we declared our independence. And I love the history behind it because the 13 flags, the 13 stripes are symbolic of the original 13 colonies. And you mentioned it, the 27th iteration. It's gone through 27 different designs over the years because it's very inclusive. It's not discriminatory. It's very inclusive. So every single state is representative. And that's what I love most is the history behind our flag and that it's gone through 27 iterations to get where we are today to be representative of every single state in our great country.
Well, just recently, an MSNBC contributor, a New York Times editorial board member talked about the American flag. Her name is Mara Gay, and she said when she sees flags on the back of pickup trucks, she's disturbed by that image. What's your reaction to that?
Well, John, I have completely the opposite opinion, and I live in the great state of Tennessee, live just south of Nashville in Brentwood. And I'm part of this amazing civic organization called the Exchange Club. And every patriotic holiday, whether it's Memorial Day, Veterans Day, 4th of July, we line Franklin Road with hundreds of American flags. And it brings great joy to my heart and it brings a smile to my face. And just this past Memorial Day, my wife and our 11-year-old son, who we adopted from Ethiopia, we were out there with the crew, putting those flags up. And I can't tell you the joy it brought my son, seeing the smiles, people waving by and pointing to the flags. And that's symbolic of our democracy.
Yeah, you think about what the flag means for our veterans and their family members and those who have died in service to this country. I, too, was at a national cemetery, the one down here in South Florida, and to see the flags in front of the graves, not just on that day, but also you see this stuff around the holidays to remind people that little symbol lets everyone know that we haven't forgot those folks who are there in the cemetery. Talk to us, too, about what you do with Authentically American to push forth those values.
Absolutely, John. And Authentically American, we are a veteran-owned, American-made premium apparel brand. And most people are astonished when they learn the history behind the apparel industry. Because when I graduated West Point in '93, over 50% of the apparel in the U.S. was made in the U.S. And today, John, it's less than 3%. That is all that's made here. And I brought a sample because it combines our belief as a company with Flag Day. So this is one of our best sellers right now for 4th of July. And it is a representation of the U.S. flag, but you see all the stars there. But more importantly, you see all 50 states that are pictured. And that, again, is at the core of our belief that this is symbolic of our democracy. This is symbolic of the great nation that we live in. And this flag has been incredibly popular because, one, it's American-made, but two, it's got this amazing patriotic design. And, John, if you were here with me and you felt this, you'd be like, wow. That's probably the softest T-shirt I've ever felt, and that's what people think first and foremost about Authentically American, that we just have amazing American-made product.
Hey, who doesn't love a nice soft T-shirt with the Stars and Stripes blazing on it? Especially great idea, too. Everyone needs an American or a patriotic shirt for the July 4th holiday coming up on a weekend this year, on a Sunday. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. Great to see you. Thank you so much, Dean. Thank you for everything you do at Authentically American and for your service to this country. We appreciate it.
Thank you, John. I was honored to be a guest.
All right, when we come back, we're going to take a look